Dang.
Yeah, I just wanna run it up.
Can we check or something?
I've been really in the field, let up, yeah. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Kinda check or something?
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up,
Yeah.
count it up, count it up, count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T-Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with...
What's good? This your boy Cole with Cole Cowboy Sports Report, where I bring you the latest and greatest content of the Dallas Cowboys. And I got my boys King DV and JC Sports Talk in from that whack ass Eagles organization. They gonna come over here, they're gonna brag a little bit, but we're gonna have fun with them today. We're gonna be civilized today because these my boys, man. How y'all doing?
Look, man. Hey, look. It is what it is, man. Cowboys right now are not even on my mind, but for some odd reason, the Eagles cannot stay out your mouth. But it's not about Eagles versus Cowboys. It's about the craziness that's about to go down starting tomorrow, and who team is going to get better. What GM is going to step up to the plate, and what GM is going to put that money in his pockets. That's it.
Oh, you already know that answer.
Yo.
We already know that. Man, what's good? What's on y'all mind? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all went to the Super Bowl. We all talked to each other last season. We had this conversation about free agents. Last year we were losing a lot of free agents. JC, me and you had, talks about all the free agents we lost. After that, year that didn't come, to par with us. We had all those weapons, we had all those stats, but we came up short. Unfortunately, it was in the wild card round. But y'all was actually able to make it to the pinnacle, but came up short against Patrick Mahomes and the background dancers that they have in they defense. So what's up, man? How y'all feeling about that Super Bowl letdown? Do y'all feel like y'all gonna make it back? What's going on?
Go ahead, King.
Okay, no, I'm just letting y'all talk, man. I mean, he just opened up another wound, but it's okay. It ain't about nothing for me. But I think that we're in great hands. Honestly, with all the talks about we're losing defense and things like that, I really believe that we're in good hands. I don't think that they're going to steer us the wrong way. It's just going to be a little bit different, you know, and we just got to get used to it. We got to get used to it being different. I'm looking forward to our offense carrying us as of right now, because we don't know what's going to happen as of tomorrow throughout, you know, this off season. You know, we had our hands up in the air last off season, then we made major trades. Me and JC did the draft 3 days, and you know, stuff changed to the point where you was even sitting up there like, hey man, yo, y'all got it this year. Right. So who knows what can happen, man. Howie's a great accountant, and he know how to move money. So who knows what he's working up right now. I know that our number one goal is to keep CJGJ. But it's a lot of hold up, and we're going to get into it. So let's talk about it.
Look, I'm not even going to get into the Super Bowl, man. It is what it is. We made it. We lost. All right, cool. But the funny thing is this, man. Look, free agency is about to start, and the Cowboys are more intrigued about the Philadelphia Eagles losing players than their own, man. Y'all still got to pay CD. Y'all still got to pay, Diggs. Y'all still got to pay Micah next year. But y'all worry about the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Our offense is set, man.
We'll get into that.
Plug in a couple pieces, you can plug, and play. But, boy, man, y'all awfully interested what we doing over here. And look to the point, one Cowboys content creator was like, Jerry Jones is a better GM than Howie Roseman. Boss Cowboy said that.
Call him out.
My boy, man.
Call him out. Because I argued with him too on Twitter.
Jerry Jones is better than freaking Howie Roseman. Okay.
You talking about executive of the year?
I can explain it for him. You know what I'm saying? But it's levels to it. So I'll break it down. But let me, as a Cowboys fan, and a number one Eagles troll on Twitter, I will say, because I always, I speak my mind. I just like to, I like to go ahead and bother y'all, man. Especially, see, this is how I see.
Got you a jersey, by the way.
Y'all would have
got you a jersey, an Eagles jersey.
Oh, no, I don't got it. They ain't got it in my size. But, hey, if y'all would have won that Super Bowl, bruh, it would have been horrible for us. Like we can't at that point we just can't say nothing. At least we got a glimmer of hope to say that y'all didn't win. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might act like that don't bother y'all, but it bothers y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, at least they made it. But at least they didn't win. And you know what I'm saying? That's all we got right now. If y'all would have won, we just had to bow down and just say, hey, y'all won. We ain't worthy. Jalen Hurts won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But hey, neither here nor there. Shout out to y'all. Y'all made it. You know what I'm saying?
But Dallas Cowboys royalty, Emmitt Smith basically said if the Eagles would have won that Super Bowl,
if y'all would won that
y'all
Super
can't
Bowl,
say nothing. Y'all couldn't say anything.
Yeah.
Right.
We still, but we still gonna talk about trash.
But give us some time. It's gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all. The thing is, y'all made it. Y'all did make it. Y'all did make it in 2017, and y'all won it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot to be proud of in current. You know what I'm saying? Current success. Now, we still can talk trash because that's the fun of the rivalry. You know what I'm saying? It's as long as it's respectful on both ends. You know what I'm saying? I'm all good with that. But neither here nor there, man. Let's talk about what our team's gonna get into. Last year, of course, we lost a lot of pieces. You know what I'm saying? We was able to, with our front office, man, and y'all know how we roll. They don't go after free agents. So a lot of talk last year was Dak Prescott will regress without Amari Cooper. JC, me and you talked about that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what I'm saying? My argument was like, hey, he upgraded a lot of other guys, so maybe he can go ahead and hold it down. Unfortunately, he was able to do a little bit, but he ain't gonna hold it down with no Noah Brown being his number 2 wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? The front office didn't put Dak in a good position. He did have a bad year too. I'm a big Dak apologist, but he had a bad year. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. The little glance of hope is that we can see if they at least get one wide receiver in this free agency. Somebody that can help take the top off of defense and compliment CeeDee Lamb. So that's what we hoping for as Cowboys Nation. Today, everybody crying because of Jalen Ramsey. We'll get into that. But what's on your mind?
But I do have a question for you though, because it seems like last year, not this season, but last year, y'all was setting records. I mean, the only team, the DB had 10 plus interceptions. Man, Michael Parsons had 11 something sacks. Man, wide receivers over 1,000, running back over 1,000, your quarterback over 4,000. So don't act like that. There was never I don't care who you put around Dak. When is it not the talent, is the quarterback type of thing? Because last year I was really scared. I was like, that team is good. The Dallas team was good last year that lost in a wild card round to the 49ers. They were good. Their defense was on top. Offense was, on top offense. Y'all led the league in takeaway last year and still came up short. So is it putting more talent around him, or is it the quarterback? That's my only question, because I don't know. Ever since Dak been in Dallas, he had talent. And don't act like he hasn't had talent. Ever since he been in Dallas, since his rookie year, he had talent. Either offensive line is strong, running game is strong, wide receiver. I'm telling you, I just want to know, is it the talent or the quarterback?
Can I pivot on that? Can I pivot? Because I'm glad you brought up that. Okay, so let's break down 2016. So 2016, this was the team that was built for Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Tony Romo had the offensive line. So I'll give you that.
Yeah.
We drafted Zeke. He was great behind that offensive line. But the wide receivers, we had an aged out.
Who won Rookie of the Year?
Hold on.
Who won Rookie of the Year?
Dak and Zeke. They gave it to both of them. You know what I'm saying? Dak he won it. But let me tell you something. He had Dez Bryant. Now, that wasn't no prime Dez. That was not prime Dez. We had an old Jason Witten, and we had a guy named Terrence Williams. Do you know who Terrence Williams is? Do you remember who Terrence is? Terrence Williams, a guy we talk about in the NFL for the past 5 seasons. No, he's just a guy. You know what I'm saying? He's just a guy. So, pivot over to the defense. Who we had on defense in 2016?
I'm confused. How could you win Rookie of the Year
because he played great
around you? How?
He played great. He elevated the team.
You're contradicting yourself right now. How could you win Rookie of the Year, have a running back, and a quarterback almost fighting for Rookie of the Year, because that's how great they were, a good offensive line, but you said they had no talent?
I'm saying that he had regular weapons. Most of the talent y'all bragging about are guys that been in the league for a while, and where they at the next 2 years? They not even on the team no more. Where were they at in 2017? When Dak lost Zeke, what happened to Dez Bryant? What happened to Terrence Williams? What happened to Jason Witten? They didn't do anything. They didn't elevate. What happened to that offensive line? We couldn't even get Alfred Morris and what's that dude name? I forgot his name because he ain't nobody. Anybody can run behind that offensive line. They sure didn't. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, if Dak don't have his running game, he ain't got nobody. And y'all had a great run that season. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't hang with y'all in 2017, 2018. Who Dak had their wide receiver in 2018? He had Cole Beasley, which he regressed once he went to Buffalo. Let's just be real.
We talk about your team though.
Yeah, I'm sticking to it. We had a guy named Deontay Thompson, or whatever the hell his name. Who is he? We had Allen Hurns. I can go further. We had Terrence.
Allen Hurns was good in Jacksonville, though. He was good.
What Jacksonville do?
It's not about the team doing anything. It's about the individual, the player. He was good in Jacksonville. That's why
he a number one. Is he a number one wide receiver? Because that's who we were relying on. We didn't have Dez in 2018. Dez got cut after 2017. Until we got Amari Cooper, we skyrocketed. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, didn't y'all get Cooper in 2018?
Yes, we did. In the middle of the season. We were 3-5. once we got Coop,
Yeah.
we shot up. You know what I'm saying? So it's about He didn't always have that talent, and in
1 year without wide receiver.
We didn't have no talent, bro. We went right back to that crap last season with CeeDee Lamb when he wasn't even ready to be a number one. He had to go through the growing pains of being a number one.
Growing pains.
Yeah. He had to go through the growing pains of being a number one. So y'all didn't see him going through growing pains. So we gonna sit there and act like he didn't drop.
All I heard was CeeDee was number one. Every Dallas Cowboys.
You talking about in the preseason?
People was talking about he was right to be a number one.
Hey, we had hope. And he was. It
took
a while. He had hope. But he was. It took a while. But he ended up being one. He emerged as one. So we had to go through those growing pains. So, hey.
But what happened last year, though, man? See, you skipped how all these records y'all set. The Eagles set records. We made it to the Super Bowl. Y'all set records. Y'all lose in a wild card round. When is it going to be? Is it the talent or the quarterback? That's what I'm trying to ask.
I would say the reason why we failed in not last season.
What were you talking about last season, bro?
When we had Cooper. You talking about when we had Cooper?
Yeah.
The reason we lost that is because of basically the team. You got to think. Go back to that 49ers game. Go back to that season. We was like high in penalties. Our team did not, you know what I'm saying? They weren't disciplined in penalties. You can go to the coaching. You, JC, big advocate. You don't like Mike McCarthy. You always said that he was not a good coach, and he was horrible in clock management, and he also was horrible with the whole penalty thing. We led the league in penalties. Dude, let me tell you something. You know how many penalties we had against the 49ers? 14. Not even the great Jalen Hurts can overcome 14 penalties in that game and win.
But the 49ers
out there best give us that game.
We had
a couple games.
We had a game.
14 penalties.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had a lot of penalties
in the first half.
In one game.
And we had 8.
Y'all didn't have 14 penalties in one game.
You know what? I'm going to look it up.
Look it up. I want to see.
Ain't
no way y'all had. I know. I would have seen if y'all had 14.
But then again, you blaming the coaching, the penalties. Y'all had talent. Let's go back to the talent part. That you're not even addressing. You are beating around the bush here. I said you had 1,000-yard running back, 1,000-yard receiver, 10 plus interception DB, 11 plus sack. 4,000-yard quarterback, and y'all didn't make it squat. So is it the talent or the quarterback? I'm just trying to figure that out because you could go into free agency this year and put as much talent. If y'all don't believe in your quarterback, if your quarterback is not,
I believe.
I can see that, but I can see that. I can see that you believe in him. You believe in him. Boss believe in him. Law believe in him. Everybody believes in this quarterback. We know what we're dealing with. What y'all dealing with? Black Kirk Cousins?
Nah. See, the thing is, and this is where I go, and I wouldn't even try to make this a Dak plan again. See, y'all trying to get into this. We talking the thing said draft talk and free agency. Y'all trying to make it the best.
All right.
Hey, we going with the conversation. No, we go. No. We went with the conversation. We're going with the conversation right now. The conversation was that. So I'm trying to show you a little thing. I'm saying the conversation was that. Now we could go into free agency because you want us to get off of that. I got it.
I'm straight on that.
Revisit.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that argument. Basically, let me tell you.
Excuses.
Nah, this is a team sport. Now,
yes.
Last year, when we lost against the 49ers, that was on Dak, and it was also on our offensive coordinator. And hey, you can try to argue me down, but I know how our offensive coordinator is, just like you know how Jonathan Gannon is. They 2 peas in the pod when it comes to offense and defense. They'll give you some good games, and then they'll wet the bed on the game that matters. And that's what Kellen Moore always have done. I cannot wait to see how he'll be in Chargers win. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I cannot wait for it because everybody gonna see.
For what?
All of a sudden, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. This is what's gonna happen to Chargers. Justin Herbert gonna throw for over 5,000 yards, but they won't do nothing in the game.
Wow.
The Chargers.
Yeah.
You know,
Kellen Moore.
Yeah,
Kellen Moore.
yeah.
Yeah, because everybody thinking that it wasn't Kellen Moore. But I can't wait till people find
I
out.
don't think it was Kellen Moore because Kellen Moore made Dak who he is right now.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
Bruh.
Kellen Moore made Dak who he is right now, bro.
Was Kellen Moore the offensive coordinator in 2016?
Yo, when did he become the offensive coordinator?
He's 7 years ahead.
He started being an offensive coordinator in 2019.
Y'all were a passing team. Once y'all got Cooper, he became an offensive coordinator. He
wasn't an offensive coordinator.
Dak was a rookie. Yo, y'all ran the ball more though. That's the thing.
That's easy. What we need to do.
That's the okay, but I'm saying he made Dak be the $40 million quarterback that he is right now.
No,
because of the play calling he was calling and putting Dak on display. Yo, the first two
started being an offensive coordinator.
Dak didn't even throw for over 4,000 yards. The first 3 years in the league, he didn't even throw for over 4,000 yards. This dude was averaging over 2-something a game.
And that's fine.
Okay, so he put Dak on display. Now y'all saying, Dak is going for it.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you want your quarterback to lead the league in passing or win games?
Look, what kind of question is that?
Do you want your? I mean, apparently that's what y'all argument.
No, I said that Kellen Moore made Dak like the quarterback that he is with his. He put Dak on display as far as Dak is a top throwing quarterback in the league, right? He's throwing for this amount of yards or this amount of touchdown. His play calling was a reflection of that. Your problem wasn't never offense. That's what I don't get. Y'all never had an issue. Y'all been in top 5 since Kellen Moore been calling plays. Top 5 offense. Plays. So how y'all blaming a guy that's top 5 in calling plays when that's not the reason why y'all losing?
Right.
Kellen Moore don't even know how to adjust in games.
What?
But you know what? The same argument that y'all having with me with Kellen Moore.
He about to switch.
Whenever I bring up Jonathan Gannon, y'all was about to bring up like the record of like the 85 Bears in sacks. Like, isn't he the defensive coordinator? Isn't he coordinating that defense to bring pressure? Isn't he responsible for those guys to get sacks like that?
Yeah, I agree with you, right? Hey, we will never know. I hate to bring up the fact that the field was horrible, and look, the Philadelphia Eagles this past season, they relied on their front four getting to the quarterback. I mean, they're just facts. So now, if you can't get to the quarterback and you slipping and sliding, on both teams, but we don't really know what that would look like if the field wasn't as bad as it was. So yes, I agree with you. That one game, he looks horrible. No adjustments, no nothing. But that is the final stage. That is the Super Bowl. We're talking about.
I'm not talking about the Super Bowl. I'm talking about y'all playing this.
So, that's what I'm saying.
But bro, my argument with that, what you just said was, it's a lot of games that me and you, and I watched your lives, JC, and it's a lot of games where as though he's keeping cornerbacks 8 yards back. He's not allowing Reddick to be Reddick. He's put him in coverage. And he said it himself. The reason why the defense looks so good is because of talent, number one. Number two is because we were the top scoring team in the second quarter. All they had to do was prevent at that point. So, yes, on number game, he looks like a mastermind, but he wasn't. He never made adjustments. He never did any of those things. So it wasn't just the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was just a bigger display of what went wrong all season. Period. Who's been consistent the whole year is our offense. Our offense been consistent. Besides the 2 games that we dropped at the end of the season, but in the playoffs and when we were going on that super streak, it was our offense that was consistent. The defense basically just had to, we did have 1, maybe 2 good games against Minnesota and another good game against probably let's say Tennessee. With King Henry. We had some good games. Pittsburgh, but I don't count that because Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh.
But it's a game. It's a game, though.
It is a game. They are professionals, but at the same time, it's Pittsburgh, bro.
But, you know, we get each other when it comes to these coordinators. You know what I'm saying? I could say the same argument about how we had so many weapons in 2021. You know what I'm saying? With, you know, 2,000-yard receiver, almost 1,000-yard running back. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But we be in situations where why we relying on Zeke to take all these carries? Why the hell Tony Pollard not being involved? You know what I'm saying? You know, this dude finally involved Tony Pollard. Like, he didn't want Tony Pollard to get the bulk of the carries when we had in 2021. He did not. He finally did it in 2022. That finally, Tony Pollard been on the team since when was he 2019? And he finally getting some recognition. Like, come on, man. Come on. This is what we
think that Mike McCarthy is going to change this offense? Like, do you think that's the difference? Mike McCarthy that can't even manage clock management correctly, and now you want him to call plays and manage your clock at the same time, by the way. But you think that he's going to be the difference, especially when he's old school wise, right? He's old school, but this league has changed from old school to new school. So, I mean, how much faith do you have in Mike McCarthy?
I have, on a scale to 1 to 10, I'll say an 8. I'll say an 8. Yeah. And let me tell you, let me explain. Because I know what your mindset is on Mike McCarthy. And, you know, right, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm an understandable guy. But let me tell you what he's done to our team now. Let me break down that we've been stuck in the Garrett era for 10 seasons.
Y'all didn't have talent like this.
No. I don't want to hear that, JC.
I don't want. Y'all didn't have. So
we had talent.
We had Des Bryant and Terrence Williams and Jason Witten, and then blame for that. And then you gonna try to say Jason Garrett era. That makes no sense. Y'all had more talent now. Y'all had more time the past 3 years than I've seen y'all had in a while.
We had a team in the Garrett era that had 13 Pro Bowlers on the same team. 2007 was a year we should have went to the Super Bowl. Choked against the Giants. We had a stacked team in 2007. 2014. 2014. You know, that was the Dez Carter, thing.
Dez Carter.
We had opportunities of still winning that game had he continued to run the damn ball. You know what I'm saying? It's situations like that. The culture. You know what I'm saying? Mike McCarthy changed the culture of this team. He really has. He slowly but surely changed it.
But y'all still
haven't had a back-to-back.
But y'all still undisciplined. So what culture did he change?
Well, actually, in penalties this year, we actually were way better. The numbers were way lower this year.
That's top 5.
Mike McCarthy is at a point right now where he's finally getting, and this is very rare, he's finally having more control in this team. For real. Like, listen to me. These are facts. He's finally breaking down.
That's the same coach that said, we wasn't ready to come out and play in the playoffs against the 49ers at home. That's the same coach. You talking about?
Yeah. And you know what he did the next season?
Is this season?
He beat when all this is my favorite. This is my favorite part. When everybody said y'all about to be one and done, y'all about to play Brady, y'all never beat him. He about to be 8-0 against y'all. Everybody, Stephen A. Smith had a whole show in Tampa. Forget everybody else. Forget y'all. They didn't even have a show at y'all. They went to Tampa Bay just to be set up for the letdown of the Dallas Cowboys, one and done. And look what we did. We beat them. Now,
the Bucs.
No. The Buccaneers. No, I don't want to hear it. People did not have us winning that game. I know the Bucs was trash. I know they were trash, but people had them beating us, man. So that's why I'm getting it. I don't want to hear y'all trash. I see at this point.
But what that got to do with Mike McCarthy, though, man? You know what I mean?
That was Dan Quinn, bro.
We played a good game, and then and Kellen Moore, that game that he called, Kellen Moore played a good game. But like Jonathan Gannon, when it mattered in the next game, where was he at? Did you see that last play? I mean, I already knew we were gonna lose, but Zeke at center, that was the straw that broke the camel's back right there. That was his idea. You know what I'm saying? And
well, y'all needed 80 yards anyway.
At that point,
Dalton Schultz did this. Oh, should let me walk out? No,
exactly. So you know what I'm saying? That whole gameplay was so.
Y'all blame Moore when y'all lose, but just give them credit when y'all win. I don't get it. Kellen Moore was not the problem. He cannot be a top 5 offense.
Come on,
year in, year out.
Come on, say it.
Blame Kellen Moore. Stop it. I don't want to hear that. When is it the quarterback? Is it Dak Prescott? Because Dak threw the interceptions. It wasn't Kellen Moore. Dak threw the interceptions. That was bad decision making.
No, those 2 interceptions that Dak threw against the 49ers, that was all on Dak. But it was some now some of them interceptions, and y'all know this. I don't even know why I gotta explain myself. Half the interceptions he threw wasn't even on him. When a wide receiver can have a ball in his hands and that thing pop out and go to a corner, that's on the wide receiver. You know that. Unfortunately, that counts.
So Cole, what I'm hearing is that you're more of a Dak fan than a Cowboys fan. Because that's not making sense. That's wild, though. That's wild. Because you're supposed to be a Cowboys fan. I'm saying you're supposed to be a Cowboys fan.
But to be fair, I would say just like whenever Jalen Hurts threw that interception to Quez Watkins, AJ Brown. When he threw that interception, that was on AJ Brown because it popped out his hands and it went down to the DB. Y'all remember that play? I remember. I think it was
against the Commanders. Monday Night Football.
Yep.
I was there. Our first loss.
That wasn't on Hurts. You know what I'm saying?
That literally went through. I get it. I would never blame all the interceptions on a quarterback. But I'm saying is this: Dak had talent, more talent, since he's the only quarterback in the NFC East that had more talent since he started to now. What have he done in 7 years with talent? Good, with Bryant, with Cooper, with Lamb. It doesn't matter. Since he's been there, yes, people get hurt every now and then, but that has been the most consistent team in the NFC as far as the players go. We tore up our whole franchise, quarterback, coach, got rid of everybody, and still made it, farther than y'all have. You know what I mean? So
you know what that brings down to? You know what it brings down to? Because y'all did that with 2 different quarterbacks and
2 different coaches.
Right? And coaching staffs, right?
Yeah.
That falls down to the front office too, brother. And I'll tell you, your
quarterback got to take some blame, though, bro.
I mean,
he's going into year 8.
Give him blame, but I also
year 8. Him and Jalen Hurts, guys. Look, Dak has never been an All-Pro. Hurts has been an All-Pro. Dak got 2 playoff wins. Guess who? Hurts got 2 playoff wins, and he's in his 2nd year starting as a full-time starter. 2nd year. So when is it? Like, I'm trying to make you tell me, okay, we got to take a look at Dak. And look, is it weird that y'all didn't extend him? Y'all restructured. That means it's easy to cut him, let him go.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this about that. So I believe that extension can still come. I think they still just working out the numbers. So Stephen Jones was like, well, I need to go ahead and free up some money. So let's just go ahead and restructure him and Zach Martin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was going to get into that too. It's easier to just go ahead and be like, let's just go ahead and restructure. We can visit this later on. That's basically what's happening. Now, a thought did come in my mind is like, well, dang, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they probably want to go ahead and ride this out and be like, okay, if he ain't working out this year, maybe we need to go ahead and look at somebody. And just to go ahead and pivot to finally into our draft talk.
Yeah.
I'm all into drafting a quarterback in this draft. My eyes are on a Hendon Hooker. I like the way he plays, man. I welcome a quarterback controversy, a legitimate one. Not know how Cooper Rush was, a legitimate talent on the quarterback side. Just to see, I want pressure on that because I'm a big fan of him, but I also want us to do good. I don't want us to be in the same loop. If he's not the guy and it's time to move on, I'm open to it. I'm a Cowboy. I'm a Dak fan, and I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm just like, hey, let's just give this dude a fair shot. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't really, truly, in my eyes, been like had a front office that said we about to go ahead and empty the clip. We never do that. All the stars that the Cowboys have are draft picks. They're not free agents. They're not free agent pickups. Yeah. Every star we got are draft picks. We never, like in 2016, that defense wasn't stacked. 2017, the whole team wasn't really stacked. You know what I'm saying? They finally tried to do something cheap in 2020, but that went downhill, and he got hurt that year. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he got franchise tagged twice. Now, and when he got franchise tagged, people want to talk about how he making too much money. Hell, he could have made 32 mil, easy. You know what I'm saying? It's the front office, bro. The front office is they crazy. They don't even like that. They don't like to sign nobody. They ain't gonna do nothing this year. You know what I'm saying?
I saw y'all looking at the Eagles, roster and everybody that's leaving this and that. All right. So how much faith do you have in the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Right now, we possibly have 8 out of 11 starters on defense could possibly be gone. Possibly. Well, Brendan Graham resigned, so hey, Brendan Graham. But I mean, so who do you have more confidence in, Jerry Jones or Howie Roseman, building a team right now? Y'all got a lot of money now. Y'all got a lot of money.
You got money.
Make some room. With that being said, talk to me. Who do you have, Howie Roseman or Jerry Jones? Who's the better GM?
Who's the better GM? I would say when it comes to the free agents and making deals, it's going to be Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman knows how to make deals. That's something Jerry and Stephen Jones don't know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Jerry used to do it back in the day, but I don't know, man. He lost his touch. He relying on his son. His son don't got a sack to save his life, bro. He wrote, might as well get up the second. He probably already got one, man. That's how, you know what I'm saying? He got no balls, bro. Like, he's not bringing nothing to the table. He's not going to do it. He like, this is our slogan. We like our guys, man. So you know what we're going to do with that money? We're going to pay, like, to answer your question about all
Noah
these guys.
Brown. Come on down, Noah Brown.
We're going to pay our guys. So about Michael Parsons, Trayvon Diggs,
CeeDee Lamb,
they gonna get paid because we like our guys, man. If they not gonna work with them, then they might go ahead and trade them off for a 5th round pick. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's why they were so easy to get rid of Coop. Coop wasn't our guy. You know what I'm saying? But CeeDee Lamb, 88, he's our guy until the wheels fall off. Just like how Dez Bryant's wheels fell off. And they let him go, and guess what? Where he in now? He can't even play no more. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, man. You make him disappear. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we roll. I give y'all the respect in the way y'all willing and dealing. Draft-wise, though, I'm not so. I think, and I'm not going to give Jerry a lot of credit because Jerry really isn't doing the drafting. He has a guy by the name of Will McClay that does all that dirty work. You know what I'm saying? That they need to make him a GM. But he ain't. He just got a special title, Vice President of Personnel. But he does the scouting and he does the drafts. So he's responsible for the Dak Prescotts, for the CeeDee Lambs, for the Michael Parsons. He's the guy behind the curtains making these moves, not Jerry. I can't give y'all a draft, man. Y'all did good last year, but did y'all really?
Yeah, you was scared. You was kind of scared, man, bro.
Did y'all really, man?
See,
because Jordan Davis is the guy I wanted. I wanted Jordan Davis on our team. But
and Dean, I know y'all wanted Dean.
I wanted Dean too. I wanted Dean to be with Parsons. But
yeah, but guess what?
I mean, it was okay,
Both of them will be starting this year, so I'm not worried about it. Davis will be starting. Dean will be starting. So people are saying, "Oh, the Philadelphia Eagles, man! Oh my God, their defense is getting depleted." We were so deep, man, like that we couldn't. We had talent that couldn't. Brandon Graham was a rotational player, bro, and 11 sacks, his best year ever. People don't realize the deeper you are, like the fresher you are, you know what I mean, like in these games. So Dean will be, he's going to be a starter. Davis is going to be a starter. We just got to get depth behind these guys. But my biggest concern for the Philadelphia Eagles is DB. I know big play Slay. A lot of people is panicking, including King DB, man. King DB. I'm calling him out right here. He heard me. Yo, King
Let's
DB
talk about it.
panicking. He panicking over Slay.
Let's talk about it.
Calling Slay out his name.
Let's talk about it.
No, I'm not done, King. You calling Slay out his name, talking about he should be willing to sacrifice for the team. Hey, you know what, King? Wherever you work at, I'm going to call your boss tomorrow and say, you know what? Hire some more people, and King DV will take a pay cut so you can hire more people. How you feel about that?
Can I ask you a question, JC?
No, you can ask me a question. Answer my question before you ask me a question.
I want to know about this one.
Wait a minute.
Because he was hot, bro.
So, right. Let me ask you a question. So, do you think that he's deserving of $26 million after the year he had? No. Ain't no. I'm looking at you. I'm asking a question.
He had a good year. Hey, that's not, look, I would never tell a player you're not worthy. It's up to you if you want to pay him or not. But the thing is this. If everybody think, Cole, the job you at right now, you always want more, regardless if you do anything or not. It's a job that you got to wake up, go to work, put your body in bad situations. Yo, we saw with DeMar Hamlin. You know what I mean? Yo, anything could happen. So, of course, yes. I saw 2 games this year that he looked like ass. Like in the Super Bowl where he was lost when that touchdown happened to Tony, I guess it was. And then against the Bears, I was like, what the heck is this? You know what I mean? But besides that, he played solid. The interception numbers was not there, but he wasn't giving up massive yards. So, we paid him to come here to Philly to play for a certain amount. It's not his fault that we decided to pay him earlier. Now it's up to him to say, look, do I want to stay in Philly or what's good for my family? Because he's at the end of his career. He came out and said, I want to be a Philadelphia Eagle. I want to retire a Philadelphia Eagle. So now how far the numbers are, I don't know. But y'all Eagle fans, man, y'all be killing me, man. Y'all jump down people's throats so fast without letting everything play out. King.
Oh, wait, Cole. Don't talk. Don't talk, Cole. Don't talk, Cole. So
better not regress, bro.
Homegrown Brandon Graham actually basically said it wasn't about the money. You know, it was about the team. You know, are we fans of players actually going to get their bag? Are we actually fans of players wanting to play for the Eagles?
Both.
You know, if you want to play for if you want to play for the Eagles, then some money has to be moved around. Howie, you just said it. Howie is great at moving money around. Now, that is hindering us from a CJ Gardner-Johnson. That's hindering us from other players that we can get, period. We know Slay had to be restructured. We know Lane Johnson had to be restructured. Shout out to Jake Elliott for being restructured. You know, shout out to Kelsey doing what he did. But these are homegrown people. See, what I'm noticing is Slay is one of those guys that need that money, and he's going to chase a bag, which I'm all for it. If he's going to sit up there and not take the offer, and Drew Rosenhaus can sit up there and be like, okay, look, you know, we're going to request a trade. Howie said, look, request a trade. Let's see what the market is giving him at 32 years old. Okay. You know, we have players in line already. We just need to fill the holes that we're missing. And I know CJ is our main focus.
What players we have in line? We don't have no players at DB in line.
No, I'm saying in line, not on the line. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we got Hassan Reddick still. We still got Jordan Davis, the Kobe Dean. Yeah. You know, we still got players, but we got to fill. What I'm saying is we got to fill up those positions that, you know, we're missing now. You know, we're not going to sign everybody back. Howie came out of his mouth and said that at the combine, but Slay wants more money, which means that he don't want to get extended because the extended offer he didn't accept. He didn't accept the restructure.
No. Wait. He wants to get extended. It's about the money right now. How is it balancing off? He wants to get extended. He wants to be an Eagle. He wants to retire as a Philadelphia Eagle. But when they offer him a contract extension, the money was not adding up. So it's not like he don't want to. It's all about, the pennies right now, the dollars. So that's all it is. He wants to be here. So it's not like he doesn't want to be here.
But see,
he
that's my point.
Request a trade at all. He did not request a trade. Yo, they was like, you know what? Okay, we can't offer you this much. Go ahead. Hey, we respect you this much. Go ahead and see if you could get more elsewhere. If not, we'll be here for you. I mean, that's a respectable thing in my eyes. That's a respectable thing. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, and we are trading, Slay, blah, blah, blah. You say, okay, look, go ahead, just see what the market is out there. And if you can't get nothing better, come back home. That's all. Y'all was deep in against my boys. Yo, like, he greedy, he's selfish, he's not about the team. You, DV, you said that.
Yes, I did say that.
They also doing the same thing with James Bradbury. I just seen something post that the Eagles.
Yeah, I just got that. They still working with him too.
Yeah,
they basically want to see
right,
like we did with our guys last year with Cedric Wilson and them. Hey, go see what the market's.
Before a team that's $54 million in dead cap, we're leading the league in that. Mm-hmm. We really need
on that Carson Wentz
to free up money. We need to free up that money, and for him, he's hindering us from getting the CJ Gardner-Johnson. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he don't want to be an Eagle. I'm a Slay fan. I'm not saying he don't want to be an Eagle. I'm not saying that, but he is being greedy.
But how are you going to
our mindset
for his job.
Our mindset, his job that he didn't actually work for his salary. He didn't.
DB is the hardest position on defense to play. Just like the quarterback is the hardest position on the offensive side. Defensive back, you are on an island by yourself against the best of the best. Game in, game out. There's no breaks. So, of course, he didn't get beat year in and year out. I said, oh, my God, this guy needs to be cut. He said, look, I got one more year left. Show me that you appreciate me. You know what I mean? And by giving me a contract extension, but don't lowball me. That's all he said. Don't lowball me. Just give me a worthy contract, extension. Like, it's not like he said, I want to trade. Get me out of Philly. I want to trade. That's how we acting like he sound like.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
The way you sounded, King, yes. You're like, he's going to be for the team. Get him out of here.
No, I'm saying if he's not accepting that offer.
What offer was it? We don't even know.
No, we don't know what offer, but we know it was an offer. Why
are you saying that?
We know it's
$5 million a year.
Bro, we know it's an offer.
What offer though? That's what I'm saying. We cannot talk on somebody's money. Why would it be $5 million? We don't know what the offer is.
I don't think it would have been five a year.
But that's what I'm saying. We cannot talk on players' money when just wait for the contract to come out and say Eagles offer Slay $10 million a year, for 3 years, blah, blah, blah. Then like, okay, shoot, that's a decent offer. I don't know what the offer is, so I'm not going to be like, oh, man, you got to sacrifice for the team because this game he played is a violent sport, and he's 32 years old. Like, in football years, that's old, right? But in regular life, that's young. So he has to worry about himself, his family. So I agree. You know what I mean? I just don't appreciate us Eagle fans sometimes, going after these guys, especially when his wife, diehard Eagle fan, constantly giving out, prizes to Eagle fans, no charge, just giving out stuff. It's just like, these are human beings, man, we're dealing with. Nobody is going to come to your job and say, King, you know what? You got one more year left, but you know what? We need you to take less because we got to get some more people in the house. Like, how would you feel? So we always got to put ourselves in their shoes.
Yeah, your argument is cute, but what I'm saying is, like, if we're doing our job,
right? Listen, am I right or wrong here?
Listen, hear me out. If we're doing our job,
I mean, TV, you just want the team to be successful.
If you listen, if you're sitting up there doing your job right, it's a lot of players that's hell, Hargrave did a way over his salary to the point where he deserved that money. I don't think Slade did that this year. So yes, we're going to restructure him, or we're going to give him extension to our needs. If he can't fit that, then yeah, he can go.
We don't know what that is. That's my problem. That's why I don't agree us jumping down his throat, because we don't know what that is. What is this? What did he ask for? What did he ask for, King? I mean, you know, I don't know. Did you know?
No, I'm not saying nobody knows. What we going off of it's Twitter reports.
On these guys' throat?
Because it's a lot of people that is willing to play for the Eagles and take a pay cut.
Who? Brandon Graham is one. Who else?
No. We'll see. We'll see.
You're an old guy, man.
We'll see in free agency. Okay. We'll see.
I don't think Brandon Graham was going to get big money if he went to another team. He might as well take a pay cut with a team that he,
1 year, $6 million, man. I think that,
and that's a steal. And that's a steal for 11 sack player.
But that is 1 year, though.
So what?
His best year ever. So he knew, but also he knew as a starter, he might not have gotten that. He might not have gotten 11 sacks because he had never did it before. We see he never did it before as a starter. These guys love to say, we're fresh. Our line is rotation. We fresh. That's why I love being in here. Man, you don't hear no starter saying, oh, I'm so tired. I'm at my best year ever. No, these guys are rotating. They fresh. So Brandon Graham knew, yes, he loved the Philadelphia Eagles. It's rarely that you find a player that say, you know what? It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about, hey, I want to win a ring with Jalen Hurts, right? That's what he said. He said, I want to win a ring with Jalen Hurts, so I'm going to take my $6 million in my 1 year and just call it quits. But if he would say, look, I deserve more, I'm not going to kill the guy. This dude came off an Achilles injury, basically a career-threatening injury, and had his best year as a Philadelphia Eagle. So I'm not going to kill him because guess what? He's over the hill, like down the hill. He needs his money. He needs his money. Like we don't know what kind of lifestyle these guys are living. You know what I mean? So it's okay to criticize a player when they deserve to be, criticized. But, like Chauncey Gardner, this is his first contract ever. His first contract that he's in charge of. He said, hey, look, I want the bag. The Eagles are offering him a strong offer right now, but we don't know what it is. So I can't really say, oh, man, come on, Chauncey, take it. I don't know what it is. Once I see the offer, then I will go ham about, oh, hell nah. Man, you ain't never been a safety in your life. You was a damn nickel corner. You came to the Philadelphia Eagles, and you benefit off this defense. That's what I really want to say. I really want to say that because Chauncey Gardner is not a safety. He's a slot corner. He benefited off the Philadelphia Eagle front, this defense we had this year, this front that we had, 76, 78 sacks, third time in NFL history, over 100 years old. He benefited off this front. How good is Chauncey Gardner if he's on another team? I never heard of CJ Gardner before he came to Philadelphia. Well, I kind of lied. Well, I heard a little bit, but I never heard like that. He was that dude before he came to the Philadelphia Eagles. Am I lying?
He wasn't. He was a good name, but he wasn't like how y'all blew him up to be. He had a good season, and that's what I was trying to tell. I'm not even trolling at this point. I'm saying, are you prepared to make a big, splash on him off of 1 year of production? I mean, do you think he's going to repeat that next year? He want to be paid the highest paid safety in the league. Y'all was still winning games when he was gone.
We were. So
now, he had a great
TV question. So basically, what y'all saying is that CJ Gardner Johnson isn't that dude.
All I'm saying is we know how players
to be paid the highest.
No, he's not that dude to be paid.
So CJ Gardner Johnson. Here's my argument. CJ Gardner Johnson had a way better year than Darius Slay. way
They
better.
play different positions.
And he missed a month.
They play
No,
different
I'm
positions.
just saying salary wise, he had a way better year than Darius Slay. So what I'm saying is, how can he not be the guy after missing a month of football?
Okay.
And Darius Slay needs to be. Oh, he needs to go get his bag. But Gardner Johnson. No, I'm saying Gardner Johnson ain't worth it.
See.
I'm
King,
asking.
King.
I'm just asking.
King, listen to me.
I've been listening.
Real quick. Slay is not asking to be the highest paid anything. He's not even the highest paid corner right now. So he's not asking to be the highest paid anything. Chauncey Gardner, they said that the Eagles made a strong offer. Okay, cool. But what offer it is, I don't know. But we've seen Slay in that same position his whole career. We only seen Chauncey Gardner in a safety position 1 year, 12 games, because he missed about 5 of them, about 12, 13 games against a stacked front. We don't really know how good Chauncey Gardner is. Me personally, I'm paying him top 5. If you could take top 5 safety money, because I don't think he's better than Bates, because Bates, that's his natural position. That's his natural position. Chauncey Gardner got converted from slot to safety on a good team. We don't know. Because look at the perfect example is, what's that dude that used to play for Seattle? Byron Maxwell. He played on a stacked Seattle defense, right? A stacked, was the Legion of Boom. And we paid him all this money. This dude was the worst free agent signing the Philadelphia Eagles ever made, because we try to see, oh my God, he was good in that system, and he came to us buns. Why? Because your different systems. So Chauncey Gardner was great. On the Philadelphia Eagles, he was awesome. But on the Saints, he was just a guy. Like, he was just a guy that they was willing to let go for a 4th-round pick. Right, Cole? A 4th-round pick. Go ahead. Go ahead. Like, nobody saw this coming.
Yeah. He had he had a great year, a great season. I feel you, DB, my dude, man. I understand where you're coming from. You just want to run it back, man. You want to.
It's not about Cole. It's not about running it back. That's not what I'm saying. See, y'all taking my argument and flipping it to the point where you feel like that I want everybody back. That's not what I want. What I want is people to sit up there and be loyal to our franchise, because I'm an Eagles fan. I'm not a fan of players at the end of the day. Now,
let me tell you
Gardner Johnson. Gardner Johnson had a great year.
Yeah. If they're not drafted in that organization, they're not going to be loyal to you, bro. They not, because they feel like they still.
That's a fact. That's a fact, and I agree. I agree.
That's just how it is. I agree. Like, shoot, you can trade me just like the team I was on traded me. You know what I'm saying? It's a business. It sucks, man. I feel you, bro. I just, that's why I'm the only person that I'm attached to on the Cowboys is that, only because he is the Mississippi State guy. Man, I would when Randy Gregory chunked him, bruh, no loyalty, bruh. And we did so much for the guy. Everybody crying. I said, hey, it's all good. He gonna find out how it is on the other side, what he do this year, bro. So it is what it is. If he want to chase the bag, let him chase that bag. But hey, let's see what Deep Blue Sea. It was like, would you trade down for a 15 to 15 from 10 with the first and get Witherspoon, Lucas?
So would you trade down from 10 to 15?
Yeah, to 15. Yeah,
for a first next year. Look, it depends. In my opinion, Howie Roseman said, I'm done drafting like the old days. The past couple of years, he's about more SEC players. No, he has shown it, though. He has shown the past couple of drafts, he's been money. He's been money the past couple of drafts. And then he said that he learned. He came out publicly and said that, hey, I learned, from my past, blah, blah, blah. It's not always, up for need. It's best player available. So if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, if I'm at number 10 and I talk to a couple of teams, I'm like, man, okay, well, they don't need a DB. They don't need a DB. How far down could I move and get more draft picks? The Eagles have no 4th this year, no 5th this year, and the 30th pick, maybe not the 10th, but the 30th pick will be moved for something, either early 2nd round, but we're gonna need
y'all
more.
y'all gonna trade it back.
Yeah, oh yeah. So I'm saying for at least a 2nd, a 4th, something is going to happen with the 30th pick. But with the 10th pick, it depends. You have to look just like the Cowboys and the Eagles. They made a trade. And Jerry Jones was like, hey, Howie, you don't need a linebacker, right? Tell me you don't need a linebaker. He said, okay, look, I'm not going to take Michael Parsons. So they traded. Boom, they got the receiver, Devontae Smith. Y'all got your linebacker. So you got to know what teams need behind you before you could just trade blindly.
Yo. Hey,
that's situational though. That's very situational. But if I'm Howie, I'm not trading that because our like you said, even if we keep the guys, let's just say we keep both corners. So they're getting up there in age. So we got to draft a corner. And I know that we didn't draft a corner since Lito Shepherd in the 1st round. We need to get younger. That's a need for us. So I wouldn't trade that pick. I would not.
You want to draft 2 in the 1st round?
I wouldn't draft 2 cornerbacks. I would just draft cornerbacks
with players in the 1st round.
The 30th I'm up. The 30th I'm up in the air about, but the 10th we need that pick.
Yeah,
we need that pick
because the Jets they drafted two in the 1st.
They just did 3.
Oh, they drafted 3. Yeah, they did. Man, see, that's why they're so desperate right now to try to win something because they know they're not going to be able to hold all that talent later on when it's time to pay them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they drafted that running back towards the end, I believe. Breece Hall. I think they drafted him towards the end.
He got hurt.
So, but look, I mean, the 10th pick to me, you have to know the teams behind you, though. Who's behind you? Do they need a DB? If they don't need a DB, if they don't need a cornerback, like you can literally tell, oh, okay, well, that guy need a wide receiver, a lineman. They don't need a cornerback. You look at the roster and say, okay, they drafted this guy. They drafted this guy. So to me, I'm moving back from 10 to 13, 15 area to try to get more picks, especially in the 4th round. We have no 4th, no 5th. So, hey, like, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Look, after that, take a nap. You done, son. You done. Go sleep. You know what I mean? It's gonna be the most boring draft like this.
Yeah, you talking about after the 2nd or 3rd round?
Yeah, you done. Yeah. You done to the 6th round.
Because y'all really don't got a lot of draft picks. We got a lot, man. I can't wait for the draft. And hey, D. Aldridge, man, this dude. Why did we man? Because Kellen Moore is trash, bro. Y'all gonna see. And what up, Mrs. Bergay? How you doing? Thank you for coming by. But yeah, the draft, man. I'm looking forward to the draft. Free agency. I don't need shit.
What? Yo, I'm looking for free agency, man. This is the most talent.
It's nice for everybody, but not us.
Yo, your free agency is like, oh my God, what is going on? So many linebackers, man. So many good, valuable players. My only question is this. If you cutting your own guys because you can't afford them, how you going for these other guys that's on the market that the other team is cutting because they don't want to pay them? So it's just like, yo, I can't wait to see tomorrow.
It's gonna be real juicy tomorrow. It's gonna be juicy tomorrow. Hey, if we make a move in the first wave of free agency, I will shave my head bald, bro.
Y'all not.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Your hair is safe. Your hair, my friend, is safe. Y'all not.
Because I'm like, bro, we are not gonna get nobody. Today, everybody panicking because Jalen Ramsey got picked up for a third and
a tight end that nobody knows.
Like he not even like a top 15 tight end.
Oh yeah.
He like a working guy. He just a guy in the 3rd round pick for Jalen Ramsey.
But the salary, the salary is the problem.
He want to get paid.
Yeah, see, that's the problem right there. So it's easy to trade for a player, but now you have to pay him. You know what I mean? It's not easy to trade and then say, all right, we're done. No, the player wanted to be traded because they can't get paid. So now you're going to take them on. Are you ready to pay that player? So, and the Rams are desperate. The Rams would. Hey, look, the Rams will trade you, Cowboys. Go for the Rams for an 8th round pick. You know what I mean? Yo, they just want picks at this point.
I don't think Ramsey wanted to go to the Cowboys too. I think he's still mad at us because we didn't stick to our word and drafted him. We drafted Zeke instead. He mad about that. But because he wanted to be on the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? And he I guess he still got a little grudge against us. But I ain't, Cowboys Nation, they upset because a lot of people wanted to get him. I'm like, bro, we turned water into wine on defense. As long as we got Dan Quinn, and Dan Quinn we trust, he can turn anybody into a playmaker on defense. It's the offense that I need, like some heavy artillery.
Wait, but your offense is top in the league, though. So
we don't have nobody now, man.
But you're still top in the league.
We relied on Noah Brown. We only mustered up. How many points did we muster up against the 49ers?
What, this past playoffs?
Yeah.
What wasn't like 10 or 13?
Like 13.
Or something like that? I mean, but that wasn't on off. That was your quarterback, bro.
That was on offense.
That was your quarterback. That's throwing interceptions like Skittles. Like, here you go.
We didn't stick to no. Like once Pollard went down, it was over, bro.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'm glad you brought up Pollard because I'm confused.
Me too.
I'm lost. The Dallas Cowboys will franchise a backup, running back for $10 million. But the Philadelphia Eagle fans don't want to extend or sign Miles Sanders. That's proven that he could carry, the bulk of the carries, for less than that. So I'm confused. Who's better, Miles Sanders or Pollard? Because Miles Sanders, to me, he seemed like that he could take the punishment, game in and game out. He only missed 8 games. Throughout his 4-year career, he missed 8 games. Never out for a long time. But Pollard, we don't know what Pollard is. He seems to come in, for 2-3 plays at a time, it come in, but you're not the guy. You're not getting the power.
Well, Jay-Z, I can squash that for you because when Zeke
who had more carries this year, Zeke or Pollard?
I think Pollard had more carries than Zeke.
No,
because Zeke was out a couple of games.
Zeke had more carries than Pollard.
He probably did. And that's the problem, too, because I'm like, Pollard should have been, starting. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem we got with that goofy offensive coordinator, bro. Like, whenever Zeke was out against the Bears and the Packers, Pollard had to step in. Now, Pollard did have a bad game against the Green Bay Packers. He had okay, but I don't know if it was Kellen Moore not running him as much or he just couldn't get into those holes. But when he was playing against the Bears, and I know it's the Bears, but they had a good defense. They still had Roquan Smith. They were still playing good. Pollard was carving them up. And the Bears was good against the run. He was carving them up, bro. So and he was a primary back in that game. So he can hold it down. He was doing good against the 49ers until he got hurt.
Look, Zeke had 231 carries, right? Yeah. For 876.
Small gains.
Huh?
Small gains, like the most. Now he carved y'all up when we went.
What? I'm not talking about individual game. I'm talking about overall. How do y'all know y'all can trust Pollard? Because Zeke had 231 carries. Pollard had 193, right? So that's almost 40 carries different, right? Almost, right? Zeke played 15 games. Zeke played 15 games, 231 carries. Pollard played 16 games, 193. So my question is, how y'all franchise a running back that is basically a backup? And, especially this year, the draft is loaded with running backs.
Yeah. I was all for just, and you may think I'm crazy. What I'm saying is, I was all for saying, hey, if let Pollard test the market, if he can match, buy Pollard, buy Zeke.
Yeah. Pollard would have ended up with the Bills. He would have ended up with the Bills.
Pollard, buy Zeke. Let's go ahead and draft a running back. Yeah. Jahmyr Gibbs. Hello, you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
please. Man, Gibbs gonna be gone. Stop it.
Yeah, he's
don't
gonna be
know that.
gone.
You don't know
Gibbs
that.
gonna be
No,
gone.
it is so many. It's so many. Shit. Dwayne McBride. Hello. You know, there's a lot of other running backs.
But what
in later
round,
rounds.
though? But what round
I'll
are
give
you
Mc-
talking about here?
I'll give McBride. McBride is a solid third. He can be. he
And
can come
Gibbs
out
is
around
what?
third. Gibbs can come out late in the first. He's not gonna be an early first.
No. I think he'll be like a late.
He might
first,
be even a
maybe
second round pick.
Mhm.
To be real with you, like it's running backs out here that we could get. Malik Davis, that's on our team. He's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Here
saying?
too.
See, this is what I want our team to be. I want us to be like, and I hope we do this. And within, Schottenheimer and I'm forgot the damn man McCarthy system. 3 down backs running. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be run heavy, like Brian Schottenheimer, I can't even say his damn name. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's very run heavy. 3 backs, keep it fresh. That's how I want it to be, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this. Oh, let's get Zeke 21. Feed him. Man, get that crap out of here, man. That ain't nothing for ticket sales, jersey sales. I'm tired of that, man. I want us to go out there and run the ball, play nasty out there. See, we need to get out there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna always be a joke if we over here relying on stars to sell jerseys instead of having that rock like y'all do. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why Miles Sanders' stock is very low now, because y'all didn't use him as much as a primary back. Y'all used Kenneth Gainwell. Y'all used Boston Scott. Y'all used him, and y'all used Hurts as running the ball. So that means all that stuff ain't on him. He's not the reason y'all running game is good. Y'all did it as a community, not just him. You know what I'm saying?
Not why
Miles
Miles
Sanders
Sanders
had
stopped.
259 carries.
Y'all trying to help
Dude,
y'all.
and then, look, he had 259 carries, right? And then
Yeah.
Hurts was next with 165. And then Gainwell
He was very hot in the playoffs.
Huh?
He was a very hot back in the playoffs.
Yeah, but Gainwell only had 53 carries throughout the season. And Boston Scott 54. 259 to Jalen Hurts, 165, and then Gainwell at 53, and then Boston Scott.
I think y'all lost where I was coming from. I'm basically saying that with them combined, like y'all ran as a community, it wasn't all about one player, which lowered his stock of being like, I want the big bag. You know what I'm saying? They could be like, well, we did good with Kenneth Gainwell in the playoffs. Where were you? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. These conversations be brought up.
Yeah,
and that's true. That's true. But I don't think that's the reason why Miles Sanders' stock is low. I think Miles Sanders' stock is low because he actually publicly came out and said he publicly came out and said that he would not be a 1,000-yard rusher without Jalen Hurts, number one. Number two, we had a top 3 offensive line. That's the 2 reasons why his stock is low. Because as everybody saying, even the experts basically said, you could put people back there, man. I'm all for the Eagles.
But they said that against with our offensive line when
they did. But y'all had the best, one of the best, if not the best, offensive line at the time.
And when we was gone, and we had to rely on the guys. They couldn't do it.
We have a top 3.
Yeah, y'all really do have one. I hate that. I hate to admit that.
So this is why his stock is low. It's not because we was running back by committee and all that. Jalen Hurts was an MVP candidate, not just because he was throwing the ball better. He was running the balls too. And then you got to watch the RPO because you don't know who's going to get the ball. Now, Miles Sanders, I will give him this because I'm a Miles Sanders fan, that when that ball busts out into the opposing team backfield, he can make stuff happen. He could. But that knee injury stopped him. So a lot of people have a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, that is and that's one thing why I want to move on from Pollard and not put that tag on him, because I'm like, this dude literally just broke his leg in the playoffs. How we know he gonna be that same productive guy next year? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
makes sense.
We got so many young backs in the draft that we can go out and get for cheap. You know what I'm saying? They can ride on a rookie deal for the next 3 to 4 seasons. But yet you want to go out here and franchise tag. Like, we don't even have to use the franchise. See, y'all don't use the franchise tag.
Nope.
I wish we didn't, man. Like, last year, we put a franchise tag on Dalton Schultz. Like, why? We had Hendershot and Jake Ferguson when Schultz was hurt. them boys was balling. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and what did Schultz do this year? Nothing. Like, he didn't deserve the franchise tag. He should have just let him walk into, you know what I'm saying, the market, see what he's worth, and said Chuck the deuces to him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we want to use this franchise tag to hold on to people. Like $10 million that we can't even spread out. That's a solid stamp right there. $10 million. We can't do nothing with it. That's just front office, man. Like, I don't get it, bro. And it's so funny because we all knew it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We were just hoping it did.
Yeah.
Yo, look, I love it. I love that y'all having all this money. Yo, I'm here for it. Yo, I'm like in the background. I'm like, no, I shouldn't tweet about the Cowboys today. No, I'm gonna wait. No, I'm gonna wait. But the minute it's over, I'm gonna be tweeting because I see y'all tweeting about the Philadelphia Eagles, man.
Especially Cole.
It's funny, man. You know, it's my way to, you know, help the pain, ease up a little bit. If I can, you know, bring up a little something. Hey, and this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this, man. Because it's coming. Hurts contract, bro. What y'all think? How much y'all think he need to get? How y'all would do the years? I know it won't hit y'all cap until 2024 fully. But how do y'all feel about giving Hurts that big bank?
It's funny that you brought up Hurts because I did retweet something out that some reporter said that Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles are on the same page. Jalen Hurts is not looking to reset the market at all because Jalen Hurts is the type of guy. Come on, man. Like you could tell the way he carry himself, his demeanor, like, man, the way he talks and acts. And he's about winning, man. Like, he's not about trying to set no record because he don't like to be the face of anything. Like, he just want to be in the background, you know, just like Dak was in the beginning of his career. You know what I mean? I just want to be in the background and just start winning. That's all he
Dak still like that.
Huh?
Dak still like that. The contract with Dak wasn't trying to get a big payday.
Well, I mean, once he got that payday, he became the face, like the talk of the NFL. Did he do this? What did Dak do to be?
He a Cowboys quarterback. That's just how it is. Don't blame us, bro.
Was it last year he got 70? Wait, was it that $65 million or $75 million that 1 year? It was last year.
But he got it restructured. He had got it restructured. His cap hit was never that.
No. He got paid that 1 year because your boy Skip Bayless kept on saying $75 million quarterback because he was making that.
He really can't take what Skip Bayless said. Skip Bayless is so inaccurate.
He knows about his Cowboys, though. He knows about his Cowboys.
He's not even a Cowboys fan. Like, it's so many things.
Stop it, Cole. That's your ambassador. Don't talk to me about your ambassador.
No, he ain't. Okay? Bro, Skip Bayless, they be so funny because
he don't like keep y'all relevant.
Go on. They don't know what's going on with the Cowboys.
He keep y'all on national TV 24/7. If it wasn't for Skip, we wouldn't even know about the Dallas Cowboys. Skip Bayless is part owner.
He gonna talk bull crap about the Cowboys.
And Swaggy P.
Everything gonna be bull jive about it.
He made a whole rap video, him and somebody, about Micah from heaven, 11 from heaven.
It's all about and that's why he tuned y'all views to that bull crap. I don't even watch them. You know what I'm saying?
I'm at work, man. Sometimes I be bored, man. Sometimes I just need a show to watch. Right? I'm like, let me go on YouTube. I
literally watched it
and watch it.
I chimed in, and Shannon Sharp literally said that we was one and done in the playoffs this year.
Okay, well, he was one off.
I'm like, we won a playoff game, bro. What you talking
about? He was one off, Cole. Come on, Cole. He was one time. He was one off. But anyway, all right. So Jalen Hurts, man.
Shout out to Hurts, man, for that. If he really doing that, shout out to him. All I'm saying is, people would say Dak, he being greedy, he wanted to get paid all that. He was making $600,000.
Yeah.
And he was winning, and the team didn't even surround him with big talent on both sides of the ball.
Here we go.
Y'all really.
No, I'm going to go backwards.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm being real.
We already talked about last year. I don't want to go backwards.
Yeah, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But he was making, like, a backup tight end was making more money than Dak. You know what I'm saying? And Dak was winning games. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's shout out to Hurts. You know what I'm saying? If he really makes his contract flexible, then good. I mean, that could have been a $32 million quarterback.
I mean, that's what was reported that him and the Philadelphia Eagles right now they're seeing eye to eye. So hey, we'll see what happens. So I don't know what flexible means. It might be. Look, Daniel Jones is making 35 annually, right? Everybody think he's making 40, but after the money settled, the dust settled, and it's only $35 million annually when you break it down. So I expect Hurts to at least make between 40 to 45. You know what I mean? Between that, and try to, just work. And he took the team to the Super Bowl, man. The Eagles are a different team without Jalen Hurts. We saw that. We lost.
I've seen it.
2 games back to back. We had to the whole season. And light as Gardner Minshew come in through 4 turnovers. He wrapped the Christmas gift. Matter of fact, he might be our backup. He wrapped the Christmas gift with our Cowboys and say, "Here you go, Dallas. Not 2, not 3. Here you go, 4 turnovers."
I'm good on Gardner, and I know his folks too. Trust me, I'm good. I know his people. He from my hometown, so I know his people, man. he good. He send him out there with the Cardinals or something. You know what I'm saying? That might fit him.
Yeah, Jonathan Gannon. Yeah, make him go. And then against the Saints, he sealed the deal with a pick 6. So
that was the game I thought that was going to win.
He's the
and I went to that game, man. That hurt, man. I went to that game. That hurt, bro. That hurt. I went to that game.
Y'all going to games this year, man? Y'all going to some games?
Man, I always go to games. Yeah. I might go to 3.
I want to go to a game.
And then the Super Bowl this year. I'm going to a Super Bowl this year. Cole.
Do y'all play the Falcons? Y'all don't play the Falcons this year.
Nah, we played the NFC.
We played the South, but we split it up. I think y'all playing the Bucks. Y'all playing the Bucks.
No, we played the NFC West.
We played the NFC West, and then we split the division. I mean,
we played the division winners. Our schedule is going to be hard, yo. We play all the division winners, like the Vikings, the Bucks. Of course, the West. We play the West. Hey, who knows how the West is going to shape up? And then we go to the AFC. We play the AFC West, right? The Chargers, the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Raiders. I mean, and then we play our own division, which is getting better, by the way. You know what I mean? I expect the Giants to do some great things in free agency. The Commanders, they have a new offensive coordinator, so we don't know how that's going to go, but I expect them to be better. But the quarterback, though, is a little worrisome. But the Cowboys, I expect y'all to be the Cowboys, to be competitive in the regular season, and then in the playoffs, and then the Eagles. So I mean, this schedule is not easy. It's not easy, as it's going to be a hard schedule this year.
And what I be trying to tell my boy Cool Cat, shout out to him. He keep on laying out this whole map of how all these teams, they don't look good in the coming up season. Like my boy, you saw that. I think y'all seen that chart that Philly Notion made. Shout out to him.
No, I didn't see it.
He had like NFC teams, and some of them was like good or mid. Then he had y'all elite. And one thing I was to say, it may look that way. For some reason, he had us as mid and had the Giants as good. I don't know how that is because we swept the Giants. But neither here nor there.
We swept the Giants 3 times.
You know what I'm saying? We swept the Giants. So I don't know what he was. But teams change, bro. Teams change.
Exactly.
Y'all was a team that was 9-8, 9-7 the year prior.
Year before we 9-8.
Year prior.
Yeah, 9-8.
That was like the 7th seed. And the next year, y'all was in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what moves the free agency is going to do, what draft. You don't know. So things can be complete. That's the great thing about sports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It catches off guard. We thought that the AFC West was going to be the best team in football. I mean, best division.
Right. I'm guilty.
You know what I'm saying?
Guilty of that.
Me too. Right. I was like, man, they will be tough. And I was like, and people wrote off the Chiefs. They said the Chiefs wasn't going to do nothing. They lost Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? And they won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So
I picked the Chargers to win that division.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Guilty of that.
I thought the Chargers were going to set. I was like Justin Herbert might go off this year. Like,
with all the talent that they had too in free agency.
Derek Carr, people had Derek Carr in the top 10 in quarterbacks. Like they had him like the top 5. I've been in Twitter Spaces. I heard it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they say he had the Devontae Adams. Like, you don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't. You know, I believe. Of course, I know y'all still gonna be competitive. We all gonna make the playoffs, but things can change, bro. We don't. You know, anything can happen, and I don't want to risk nothing on that. Stuff happens. I'm not even going to say the word, but stuff like that happens, man. We don't know. so I just said, hey, and I'll be trying. Hey, let's just go ahead and enjoy the game, have a good time, and see where it falls. But we know how our division is. We don't repeat.
Well, we do repeat, but it's been a long time since it's been done. And the last team who did it was the Philadelphia Eagles, and why not? Why not? Why can't it be us? Why not us? You know what? That's my theme this upcoming year is why not us? Yeah. Everybody think the no team has repeated. Why not us? Why not? Because the Eagles on the offensive side are they straight. We fixed up the defense. And then on defense now, the thing is about getting a new defensive coordinator, you don't know what he's going to run. So teams can't really go and prepare for that because they never really seen him actually, call plays like that before. Yeah. So I think that the Philadelphia Eagles on defense, we might have another Dan Quinn situation. You know what I mean? When Dan Quinn came in, I was like, hell nah, man. Dan Quinn ain't going to change the Cowboys defense. I was wrong. I was wrong 100%. He changed because he came from being a head coach, which was one of the worst.
He was a head coach.
And then now he went to his position. So I was the main one. I'm like, ain't no way he going to change that, on the Cowboys. I was wrong. So why not have this, what's his name? Sean Desai. He come in and nobody knows what he's going to be running. He get the players. Who knows? Why not? Why not us? As division champ, right, King? Why not us?
We're gonna repeat. I'm not even worried about that. I'm just really focused on. We're gonna repeat, bro. We're gonna repeat.
Talking.
We're gonna repeat.
That's why I respect,
because we're looking at mistakes that y'all doing, and it's not going to be able to keep up with us. It's not. It's really not.
I can pivot back and say that we didn't make any moves last year in free agency, and we was one game away from winning the division.
But where were you at with that when you say we didn't make any moves? You was nervous. I
gave up hope. I had us missing. I had us going really going like 9-7 before Dak got hurt. JC saw me on my live that day.
Crying.
Crying. But I
was like, crying. I had to bring him in. I'm like, all right, Cole, this is a safe space.
When Dak got hurt, I said, bro, it's over, man.
It was a safe space when we had everybody on, and Cole was like, yo, man, y'all got it this year, man. And then we was going through the schedule, and he was sitting up there like, man, that AJ Brown move, man. And y'all got Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean. Jordan Davis ain't even played majority of the season, and Nakobe Dean was playing special teams. So now we know as Eagles fans what we got. And as far as Desai, I really believe that with his scheme, he doesn't blitz like that, but he blitz a little bit more than Gannon does. But he does scheme better. So I'm just trying to see how he's going to put it all together with this defense. Now, what defense are we going to see? The all season is going to tell us. But we're going to get back to the Super Bowl one way or another. Even if it's this year or next year, we're going to get back to the Super Bowl because we're gonna have comp picks. We're going to have them, and we're not even going to talk about that right now. But we're going to have that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good having comp picks. It's what you do with them picks, bro. Hey, but
what we're going to do.
I like the confidence.
What we're going to do.
And I respect it, man. I respect it. But the same confidence that you have when you said that y'all gonna go back to the Super Bowl, it's the same thing y'all call delusional to the Cowboy fans when we say we about to make it to the Super Bowl, man.
But no. See, this.
But
is
no,
the
that's not the
difference this
same.
year.
That's not the
This
same.
is the difference this year because look, look at the quarterbacks in the NFC.
Yeah, I see it.
Dak, Hurts, Jones, Stafford.
But you can't really look at that.
Like-
We saw the 49ers go off with Brock Purdy.
Yeah, but the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan,
They
you
made it to
throw
the NFC
anybody
Championship
back
game.
there and you're good. But I'm just saying though, like
Yeah.
who's the threat right now? Like there isn't this quarterback that you're afraid to go through, or there isn't this team you're like, oh my God, that team is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles right now, to me, in my opinion, before the draft and free agency, on offense wise, with the quarterback that we have, his mentality, just him as a leader. He's the best quarterback in the NFC, in my opinion. I'm not talking about stats with throws and like none of that. He will drag you on his back and take you to a victory. I don't know no other quarterback that could put you on his back and drag you. You saw what he did in the Super Bowl. He did everything. He ran, he threw over 300 yards that people were saying he can't throw, he can't get you from behind. This dude was behind 8 points, and boom, next thing you know, he tied it up. So Jalen Hurts has proven everybody you can't come back from behind, you can't throw, you can't do this. So now there's no excuses right now. Now, this upcoming year is going to be his biggest test. Can you do it again? Now, since all eyes on you, like you don't, a lot of quotes is cute. I love Jalen Hurts. All these little, quotes and I was burned through the fire. I came out alive and all this stuff that he said. It's
quote,
cute.
I mean, he
But
can say
you
quotes.
do it again this upcoming year? That's going to be the biggest
He can
question.
say quotes. It's all about what he gonna do, man. And hey, I give it to Hurts. He made it to the Super Bowl. He's a great leader. You know what I'm saying? He upped his game whenever he was bad the previous season. He upped his game. He made his game better. But you know what? The same feeling that y'all have with Jalen Hurts now, how you just know he gonna come back with a vengeance next year. Everything gonna be okay. It's the same doggone feeling I had for Dak Prescott in 2016 when we lost against the Green Bay Packers. He had a QBR rated better than Aaron Rodgers. Well, only reason we lost that game is because the defense failed us. I said we're gonna be back. We're gonna be good. And then we end up shitting the bed in 2017. Like I said, it's a new season. Let's see where it goes, bro.
Look, I know my team. 5 out of 6.
I knew my team did too.
No. My team is consistent. 5 out of 6. 5 out of 6 playoffs. We only missed
losing
the
the playoffs
1 year out of the past 6 years. We
Y'all
missed the
won in
playoffs
3
one time. Huh?
Y'all 1-3 in the Super Bowl.
Well, I can't go back to the 80s and stuff like that. The Dallas Cowboys was 2-5 in the Super Bowl. Like when they first, the first 5 Super Bowls.
Yeah, we
won 2. They won 2 the first 5 appearances. So I want to hear that.
So
I want to hear that.
So okay, and I like what you're saying. I'm glad you brought that up, Jason.
That's good because y'all were 2-3.
So basically,
5 appearances.
Y'all had to go
now
through growing pains. Y'all had to go through growing pains, and y'all franchise. 57 years to get finally to the pedestal. So y'all can't really, you know what I'm saying?
The Dallas Cowboys bought their team, bro. They were that franchise that could afford everybody. Jerry Jones was the richest owner in the NFL because of his daddy striking oil money, all that stuff. So look, I don't want to hear that. Yes, okay. Look, the Dallas Cowboys back then, but Jerry Jones only won those 3 ranks. He didn't win 5, by the way. So look, he won 3, but he haven't won since how long? All I'm saying is this: I understand y'all saying, "Hey, we're horrible in Super Bowls," but go back and check y'all record. Y'all were 2-3. Y'all first 5 Super Bowl appearances, y'all were 2-3. If we win this year, we'll be 2-3. Same exact as y'all. So I don't get it. Like, what's up?
We went to back-to-back Super Bowl wins. We knocked down.
No, y'all did not win. When did y'all go up back-to-back?
We went back to back in '93 and '94. We missed the '95. Went back in '96.
Okay, but y'all first 5 I'm talking about, man. I'm
You
not
talking about
back
in the
to
Tom
back
Landry era?
Huh?
In the Tom Landry era. Yeah, Tom Landry era.
But your first 5 Super Bowl appearances, y'all were 2 and 3.
We lost a lot of them. Well, let's see. Yeah, you're right. 2 and 3.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, if we went, we're in the same boat. So people acting like, yes, at least we're getting there. See, that's the bigger picture. We're getting there year in, year out. Put the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs. You pencil them in because we're going to get there. You know what I mean? So how far do we get is a different question. Even after the year that we won the Super Bowl, we was a catch away. Alshon Jeffrey catch away from possibly playing in the NFC Championship game and possibly going back. So we can play all this, all this stuff, but we're not as bad as people think. Yo, we were a holding penalty away, a holding call away from possibly Jalen Hurts having 1 minute and 45 seconds to at least go back down and get a field goal. Who knows what would might happen? Got it. So it's not we got blown out every Super Bowl. We just got blown out. The Tom Brady one we lost in 2004. Yo, they were cheating the whole freaking time. The year after, that's when they got caught for cheating. So come on. Every Super Bowl we lost since I watched was by 3 freaking points.
What about when y'all played the Raiders in Super Bowl 5?
I don't remember that. So I can't talk on that. I wasn't old enough. 10. Sorry. Super Bowl 10. I wasn't old.
81.
Look. Huh?
Hey, Big Pun in the chat been talking trash, man. It seems I know he's a Cowboys fan because he's talking about Jalen Hurts fumble is what made y'all lose. No, that's stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because
if he didn't at halftime, y'all would have won that game.
No, we would not.
It's a lot of what if.
It's a lot of what ifs. Anything could have happened. You're right.
We were up 10, and that horrendous defense brought them back. Yeah. Period. Patrick Mahomes didn't throw past 15, 20 yards. He didn't. It was all yards after catch, missed tackles. You could blame it on the field. Everybody had to play on the field though. So that's not the reason why we lost. So get that out of y'all skull right now. Number one. Number two, y'all didn't expect Jalen Hurts to play like that. Y'all didn't. And if he did have that minute 45 seconds, we would have won that game. I guarantee we would have won that game.
Yep. I didn't expect Hurts to have the season that he had. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. That's why I said he came out there, he improved his craft, and his leadership is great. You know what I'm saying? He has some great quotes. I think what he does in his free time is just write down quotes. You know what I'm saying? And
Cole, we're not doing that. No, Cole.
I'm not disrespecting him in no way. Like
we're not doing that, Cole.
I'm being real.
It's not about the quotes because he's backing that up. He's backing that up. He's been backing that up. We're not doing
that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trolling.
We're not doing that, Cole. And the last quote he had was basically we didn't go through the fire just to smell the smoke. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So we're going to get back with this guy. You know, I guarantee we get back with this guy.
Hey, that's the.
You cannot say the same thing about Dakota Rain. You can't.
Hey, Dak is a great quarterback, man.
Come on, bro.
What's great? Well, hey, look, if that fits great, then Hurts is a legendary.
As far as like,
Dak has never been an all-pro, never been to a Super Bowl. So what makes Dak a regular great season quarterback? Matter of fact, Nick Foles is greater than Dak.
Well, we ain't gonna say that.
Oh, he got a statue, bro.
Who got a ring? A statue?
He got a statue 5 minutes from me.
Foles is not better.
I'm sorry.
You want Philly?
In that case of what y'all bringing. That means y'all saying that Trent Dilfer is better than Dan Marino.
Trent Dilfer didn't win. Trent Dilfer didn't win that Super Bowl. That was the defense. We all know that.
Nick Foles stats
didn't have a lot of talent that surrounded him. A good defense.
Talent. See, we go back to that talent that Dak had, but they do shit with it.
So let's go back.
Hey, big pun.
Let's keep it back because right now,
wait.
y'all disrespecting Dak with the Nick Foles.
Hey, big pun.
So
when Dak owns the Eagles, right? What do that get y'all though? At the end of the day, where did that get y'all? Y'all don't get to an NFC championship. Y'all don't the same results. Y'all get the same results each year. It's been what 28, 29 year drought.
Ringless, same results.
What?
Same results. But when I think y'all misinterpret what I was saying about Dak. So why y'all don't like Dak? Dak is a good.
No,
guy.
I like that.
Really
I like that. I don't like y'all. That's the difference. I like that.
Yeah, I see. But let me tell you, I was really talking about as far as his leadership in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? He is very well respected in the locker room. If he wasn't, his teammates would be calling him out. You know what I'm saying? But let's be real.
Amari Cooper didn't call him Black Kirk Cousins?
No, he didn't. That was a rumor that everybody grabbed on. And you know what I'm saying? That was a rumor. He didn't call him that. But let me tell you this. If Dak truly had an issue, his teammates would call him out. They didn't. You know what I'm saying?
See, next year is going to be the same scenario. And then y'all going to sit up there and say, "Oh, that's Dak's fault. That's Dak's fault."
Prescott didn't play for the Cowboys for 28 years.
No, I'm not talking. That's not my argument, bro.
He's not the reason why we haven't won a Super Bowl.
He's been there.
You know what I'm saying? It's so much
two terms of a presidency. He's been there almost two. This is his 8th year with y'all.
So when Dak, let me tell you this: when Dak Prescott, prior to his injury in 2020, when he was on track for 5,000 passing yards, who let him down? The defense. We had the worst defense in NFL history.
When?
In 2020. We had the worst defense in NFL history. Yeah, 2020. Mike McCarthy's first season as a coach. We had a defensive coordinator by the name of Mike Nolan. He's banned from the NFL because he was so horrible in defense. But Dak Prescott, with those weapons, he was on pace for 5,000 yards. When he got hurt, it was quarterbacks that couldn't even catch up to his passing yards, and he was out of the game for 7 weeks.
2021. No, I'm not gonna let you go to 2020. Go to 2021 when everything was right there. Everything was perfect. Go ahead. Go to 2021 when everything was perfect. Go ahead.
So when 2021, he wasn't the reason that we lost games. We won a lot of games. Coaching, bro.
We're not talking about regular season, bro. This argument, you know what? From now on, when I talk about Dak Prescott, it's not about regular season. I
admitted to y'all when Dak was wrong. But I'm not going to go out here and have y'all say that Dak is trash because he's not.
I didn't say his
Nobody's saying he's trash,
Dak Prescott is not.
Y'all saying that
he has come small in the playoffs. Huh?
Y'all, okay.
I'm questioning his leadership. That's what I'm questioning. I'm not saying he's trash. Nobody
just because he's not saying quotes don't mean he ain't a great leader.
It's about quotes. It's not about quotes.
Okay, what is it about? He's a leader.
Bro, I watched Jalen Hurts sit up there and was down 14 to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We lose that game because if he doesn't have that performance.
You want me?
I don't see Dakota Prescott doing that.
What about when we played the Texans? Now it's the Texans.
When? This year?
We played the Texans. Yeah, this year. When we had all doubts, it was a nasty game on both ends of the ball. Very nasty. Very nasty.
Man, I thought I had to unlock you or something.
Yeah. My ring broke, man. I'm using my computer monitor. Hey, but yeah, I'm at the point where we had to have that solid drive from 99 yards to make it all the way down to the end of the end zone. That led us there. Those are type of plays where you close out a game when everything is against you. The same thing Hurts did when y'all played against the Colts. Y'all played a nasty game, but it took that one drive for him to drive y'all down. Dak has that same leadership, and that was after he threw a pick. He threw a pick, man, and everybody was against him. Dak trash, blah blah blah. He came out there and said, "Nah, we ain't about to lose this game. Let's go." Let's go.
Hey, you said it right there. You said it right there because the reason why Cowboys lose games is because of Dak Prescott throwing picks.
I didn't say that.
I'm telling you.
I said after he threw the pick, he still went through. And
the problem is, you can't. Okay, hey, you can't. You can't dig a hole, throw me in it, and then try and take me out and say, I rescued you. That's not how it works. Like, you throwing the pick, the other team is scoring because I threw the pick. Yo, if I bring you back, you can't say, good job. You came back. You brought us back. It's your fault. We was in that position to begin with. The Philadelphia Eagles, when they lost with Jalen Hurts, it wasn't because of Jalen Hurts. Against the Washington Commanders, it wasn't because of Jalen Hurts. It was not. We all watched the game perfectly, but he didn't. Yo, when y'all lose games, it's because of Dak Prescott throwing untimely interceptions at the wrong time. So that's
about this whole interception thing with Dak. So this was Dak's highest percentage of throwing interceptions in this league. It happens to the best of them. The Ben Roethlisberger. It was a game he threw 5 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? And people view Ben Roethlisberger as a Hall of Famer. You know why? Because he won a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That happened. He got this Super Bowl stamp. Same as Matthew Stafford. You know what I'm saying? Now people looking at Matthew Stafford at, oh man, he ain't nothing. He had a great team. Blah blah blah. But they don't want to give that same thing to Dak. Dak always been careful with the football. Can we put in perspective? Maybe that thumb injury may have a reason why he threw interceptions. Yeah, I can blame it on decision making as well. You can also blame it on the daggone wide receivers having bricks for hands. Noah Brown, you know what I'm saying? For it to go to the other defender. It happens, man. But do I think that has he always been a turnover machine? He has not. So don't try to use that thing. We lost games because Dak threw interceptions.
I'm telling you, the game that I watched this year that y'all lost.
Okay, so your argument is just this year.
Yeah, this year that y'all lost.
That's fair.
Even we could go back to last year in the playoffs. In the playoff against the 49ers. Y'all possessed the ball, right? It wasn't like the 49ers scored 14 and we had 14 penalties. Y'all possessed the ball. Y'all weren't doing nothing on the offense. So who's the quarterback on offense? Dak. So you have to blame somebody. You can't blame the coaches.
So you want to blame wide receivers dropping passes? You want to blame wide receivers dropping passes? Cedric Wilson had an opportunity of catching a pass, converting first down in that fourth quarter for us to score.
And the fourth quarter, right? But what happened in the first 3 quarters?
Bro, now you know that most of these games, competitive games, aren't always blowouts. JC, you know that.
I'm not talking about no blowout. I'm talking about.
We're talking like the 49ers. We're talking like the 49ers defense is trash.
No. Who said that?
You obviously saying, well, it came down to the fourth quarter. Ain't nobody gonna win a game with 14 penalties.
But y'all
did not commit those 14 penalties. The defense and the offensive line did.
I've watched. Okay, so just like y'all converted.
Man. Like we can go at this all day. I'm letting
you know. Yeah, we can, but at the same time, okay. I see more ups with Jalen Hurts than I see with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott right now, to me, his peak was last year. 2021 was his peak. I think, let
me tell you,
that was the best I ever seen him play.
Okay, and how many years has Hurts played?
His second full year. He played 4 games because
he made it to the Super Bowl. He made it to the Super Bowl, and that's great.
He's second year.
He does. Y'all expect him to go back to the Super Bowl next year?
But the thing is, he already achieved more than Dak had his whole career.
What do you do?
He made the All-Pro. Dak has not. He made the Super Bowl. Dak has not. He won 2 playoff games in 1 season. Dak only won 1 and 1. So I'm saying he achieved more than Dak had in 7 full seasons.
Okay.
He did, right? Am I lying or not?
So in that perspective, you want to say, okay, so he went to a Super Bowl. Congratulations.
Okay.
That's a team stat, by the way. The team took him there.
But he is the quarterback of the team.
Does Jalen Hurts play defense?
Your trend different. He won a Super Bowl, but the quarterback still have to take you somewhere. So the
So
quarterback has to take you somewhere.
Jalen Hurts plays defense.
You put Gardner Minshew in the playoffs, we do not go to a Super Bowl. How about that?
I'm sure y'all. I mean, y'all did it with Nick Foles.
We lost 2 games with Gardner Minshew.
Y'all won a Super Bowl with y'all Beckham. You were just bragging about that.
That year, but Nick Foles was in the league for 7-8 years at that time. Shoot, maybe even 10 years. So Nick Foles was a starter. Nick Foles he tied the NFL record for 7 touchdowns in 1 game. So Nick Foles wasn't hot doo-doo, by the way. So yes, he was a backup to Carson Wentz. I understand that, but he was a starter in the league. So I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that Jalen Hurts right now has done more in his short little career than Dak Prescott done in 7 full seasons. And Dak Prescott had the same opportunities, had the same team, if not better, than the Philadelphia Eagles, and he did nothing with it.
When did Dak have 2 corners that could be both of them could be number one
last season 2021? The Dallas Cowboys led the league in turnover.
Have an elite safety. Have a great front seven.
Hey, that's what you're saying, man. You are an overpaid lawyer for Dak Prescott. But guess what? I'm coming at you because my background is criminal justice. I'm a lawyer myself, buddy. And tell me right, I will throw you under the water if you try to defend Dak Prescott. You cannot defend Dak Prescott right here. He had all the talent last year in 2021 and came up short, period. He had everything. The stars were in line.
So you telling me in 2021 when we played against the San Francisco 49ers,
y'all were the better team.
The whole reason we lost that game is because of Dak Prescott.
Y'all were the better team. Y'all were at home, the better team, and y'all couldn't do nothing the first 3 quarters.
And you know what's so funny?
Talk about that.
You know what's so funny? Who was the number 1 seed in the NFC that year?
The Packers.
And what happened to them?
But I'm not talking about the Packers.
No, I'm just saying because
you talking about your team.
You talking about how they was
the Packers do this every year. Look, Aaron Rodgers to me.
And Aaron Rodgers is what he was compared.
He's
Aaron
trash
Rodgers.
to me.
So was he trash then? Because he was.
He's a good regular season quarterback.
He was the MVP.
A good regular season quarterback.
But I'm just trying to call y'all out on what y'all saying.
Who's saying what?
Because y'all be so quick to say that Dak got to do all this, but don't put the same stuff on Aaron Rodgers, who was the MVP. Team was number 1.
He won a Super Bowl already. So you look, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, all these stats are. And y'all, I'm tired of seeing y'all do this. Y'all putting Dak Prescott with everybody that won Super Bowls. Why? So people is trying to say this. Yes, the first 7 seasons, Dak Prescott is on pace with these guys. I get it. But guess what? These guys got a ring with the first 7 seasons. Dak Prescott has not.
I know what you're talking about, but I think you're kind of getting mixed up with what the argument is.
What's the argument? Nobody talking about Dak Prescott having a bad regular season. Nobody is talking trash about that.
We're not talking about that. So my brother Law Nation, you know what I'm saying, he put out a thing about Peyton Manning and Dak Prescott. We also make the arguments with Drew Brees as well. Yeah, y'all Eagle fans, and I'm just saying this on Eagle fan because y'all the only ones that's saying this. Y'all always compare the time frame it took for Jalen Hurts to make it to a Super Bowl versus Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott been in the league. This will be his 8th season. Nobody was having that type of talk with Drew Brees, with Peyton Manning. They went to their first playoff game. They actually won their first playoff game their 6th season. So, I mean, what are your arguments?
The argument is he's
Dak could win the Super Bowl this year, and then everything will be erased. What will be the argument then? I'm pretty sure y'all find something to say about Dak and downplay it.
You promise you won't know. You will not know until you get there, right? So you can't assume what people are going to say. You can't assume that. You can't. You're not a
Because right now,
whatever. You can't assume
right
that.
now the media rides off of the Cowboys failing in the playoffs.
Right. Look,
What?
That's how they
No,
make
they
it.
want y'all to win.
No, they want
They
us
want
to
y'all to
lose.
win.
All right.
No, they
want
want
us
y'all
to
to
lose.
win.
You want me to tell you why they want us to lose? Because it keeps
Wow,
it
cool.
going around. Stephen A. Smith makes money off of trolling Cowboy fans.
Because he's not a Cowboys
we haven't
fan.
Because we haven't been to a Super Bowl in forever. So he like, shoot, man, they can always not go to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to keep on bringing up these same clips, hyping up myself as a troll, making other trolls happy too. You know what I'm saying? It's the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's what they do. Now Shannon Sharp trying to get into the mix of it. You know what I'm saying? Then guess what? Shady McCoy trying to get his piece of the pie. It ain't working well for him, of course. He only attracted Eagle fans today.
You know what they say? Look, if you don't want a player celebrating in your end zone or on your field, don't let them score a touchdown. So that same thing go for the Dallas Cowboys. You don't want people talking about your team, and all this crap. They freaking win something. Do something about it. So if y'all don't do nothing about it, I don't give a damn if Stephen White said this dude just yells. I don't give a damn. It is what it is, Stephen White. Cover your ears. Lower down your goddamn volume. I don't care. But if you want somebody to stop talking about y'all, do something about it. What y'all gonna do about it? That's it. Shut people up.
And win games, man.
Shut people up, man.
But hey, with everything being said, at least, you know what I'm saying, we are competitive.
Yeah.
We are as a division.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that y'all are actually competitive. I'm glad that y'all made big moves. I hope y'all make another big move because it only pumps up, hopefully, our front office to be a little bit more aggressive too. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it happening. I don't. But it only makes sense for them to do that because, when y'all was in the Super Bowl, just if y'all would have won, oh my gosh, like it would have been horrible. You know what I'm saying?
No, it'd have been great.
It would have been horrible.
It'd have been great.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we and it's still horrible because y'all did it back to back within 5 years of going. You know what I'm saying? With
different coaching,
all that stuff.
With 2 different rosters, 2 different coaching. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this puts a little fire and they be like, you know what? We need to stick it to these Eagles, man, because we can't let them take over. Let's go ahead and get that guy. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it happens. I don't expect it to happen. I made my expectations low to that. So it hurts less. You can
never be wrong. So you can never be wrong. That's a good thing. You can never be wrong.
It ain't the fact about being right or wrong. It's the fact of being disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Having your expectations high. Because I had my expectations high before. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna let that
look, this is for the Dallas Cowboys fans out there. Y'all pathetic losers out there. And y'all hoping that tomorrow, y'all franchise go in hell because y'all ain't doing nothing. But we all cheers. Cheers to y'all in my Eagles glass. Cheers to the Dallas Cowboys fans out there.
And I hope it burned your chest.
Cheers.
But hey, man, real talk, bro. We've been on this thing coming to 2 hours, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all hopping on such short notice, man.
Anytime, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta do this a lot more often. I named this the Win Enemies Class podcast, man. We need to go ahead and I want to get my girl Simone in this thing. You know what I'm saying? I saw my guy Coach Rock. I want him in this thing too. You know what I'm saying? He was busy.
You need to get more Cowboys.
Yeah, I would love that.
I got
Cowboys. Your ass right now. We whooping your ass right now. You need help.
Because I'm gonna get my boy Boss.
Yeah, my boy Boss gonna be. You need help.
Bring Boss, please bring
on the way. Because I'm gonna get Boss, and I'm gonna get Boss Rome and Jay Tuck in this thing too, bro. They owe me a couple of shows.
I got smoke. Yo, I got most shots for them too. I got most shots for them. Bring them up.
Yep, I'm gonna bring them in, man. Should we definitely need to go ahead and have something like this going on, especially with the mini count coming up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wild after the draft, man. I can't wait for that. So, hey, plug y'all channel. We got our channels linked up, man. Let my people know where you at. You know what I'm saying? You got JC Sports Talk. Got my boy King DB. I ain't got y'all Twitter handles on, man. If y'all want to go ahead and share that in y'all page, man.
Yeah, look, man. Hey, first of all, this is a blast. I may yell. I may scream.
That's how you is, man.
I may look like Mean Gene in the face, but at the end of the day, this is all love, man. We just doing this for fun. There's no football on right now. Basketball is about to get into the playoffs, but hey, why not get together when we can? Steven and Big Pun, I know that y'all Cowboy fans. It's all love when said and done, man. But if y'all do want to follow me and watch the guy that don't yell a little bit, just tweet a lot, go to JC Sports Talk on Twitter 20. JC Sports Talk, Twitter 20 on there and check me out. But hey, look, we definitely got to keep this going, man. Yes, the draft is coming up. Free agency is coming up. Man, it's a shame I work in a place where I can't really go live, because if I would, I'll be going live for the next 3 days all day just for the free agency news to break. But you best believe I will be live on my channel, man. Subscribe to your boy if you want to help me out. And hear me yell some more, Steven. Help me yell some more.
I vouch for both of these guys.
Another cheers for Steven. Steven, this is for you, Steven. Cheers to y'all. But go ahead, King.
Man, you can catch me on here, man. I talk Eagles heavy. I also talk Sixers. I'm starting to go live. I do got my own podcast going on too. It's going to call For the Birds podcast. So stay tuned for that. I'm starting this up for this upcoming season. You can catch me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at King DB Sports, all one word, all one word. But as always, fly Eagles fly, man. Cole, thanks for having me, brother. I just want to say, we got a bitter rivalry between both our teams, man. But deep down inside, we do got respect for one another moves, but we always a superior team, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Fly Eagles fly.
Peace, man. Hey, y'all be easy, man. Go Cowboys, bro. Hey, we're gonna win the East, bro, and the Super Bowl. Peace.